All right, it's mid-October here in Iowa, and I'm getting ready to put the boat away for the winter. Today I'm going to make two videos. The first one will be just an oil change, and the second one will be a winterization of the engine. So I know there's a lot of oil change videos out there on the web, but I haven't seen one yet with the element style filter. So hopefully this will help some folks out. And this is actually a Volvo Penta Gen 5 V8. Now the service manual for the V8 and the V6 is exactly the same, so this should work for the folks with the V6 too. One thing I really appreciate that Volvo did here was they put a list of all the general maintenance items on your coolant tank here, fluids, filters, impeller part numbers, etc. So all you need to do is go to Google, enter it in, and order one. And the first thing I need to do, of course, is to warm the engine to get the oil viscosity loosened up. And so I need to hook it up to water supply. You can either hook it to this one, or there's also, at least on this boat, another connection by the outdrive. And I'm actually going to use that one just due to the fact that there'll be less water, less mess in the bilge here. Okay, I'm back here at the outdrive. Here is the water connection I'm going to use. Pop it out of there. There's a pin that holds it in place when it's in normal operation. So basically just unconnect this and hook my hose up to it. Actually, just a note here, got the hose connected, but I haven't turned it on yet. But as you can see, a bunch of water did release out of the outdrive when I disconnected the blue coupler there. It came out of the hose, and it also came out of the intakes here on the outdrive. So I suggest if you are winterizing your boat and you don't run pink stuff through it, you might want to release that to get any remaining water in the bottom of the outdrive out. The hose is now turned on. As you can see, water is coming out the intakes on the bottom of the outdrive. And I don't see it coming from anywhere else, so I guess this is what normal is supposed to look like. Okay, moving on with what I had to buy for the oil change. I just went with the part numbers that were on the sticker on the coolant tank. The capacities for the oil actually isn't on there, so I looked in the owner's manual, 7.5 quarts for the V8. And it said 6 quarts for the V6, but I'd make sure I check with your manuals just to be sure. And that is the element style filter as opposed to the traditional canister style. All right, I got my daughter out here helping me. She's gonna start the boat. All right, honey, start it. The boat's running. I'm just watching my temperature gauge here. I'm gonna wait until that gets up to when we're normally running, it's about 165, so we'll let it get close to that. So we've been running here for about 7 or 8 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. Boat's up to temperature. It actually went up to 167 and now it's coming back down, so I assume the thermostat opened. Not that that's important for what we're doing here, but okay, I'm gonna take the oil filter off now. Boat's all warmed up. I got a 1 7/16 socket. It seems to fit pretty well. Very easy to get off. Curious to see where the oil is going to drip here. Oh, wow, that's stuck in there. It's dripping. Dripping. Oops. Got a bag here to put it in. I think that canister will fall out of there. All right, one thing, I got off the boat because I didn't realize what was going to happen here. You just got to give this a little tug. And it pops right out. You can feel it snap in when you push it in. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention was the owner's manual says to actually remove the oil filter before you pump the oil out. So I assume there's some kind of vacuum or suction that they want this off while you're sucking the filter, while you're sucking the oil out. Oil filter came with a new O-ring. It's right here, so I'm going to take this O-ring off and slide the new one on. The new oil filter also came with this. To be truthful, I don't know what that's for, so I don't think I'm going to be using it. So. Next thing is to hook on the oil pump. And this is just one I found on Amazon. Hand pump, there's a bunch of them out there. Okay, I got 3-gallon milk jugs. That way I don't have to fill them up very far to get the 7.5 quarts or so out. He's coming out. All right, here's what I got out. Doesn't quite look like 7.5 quarts, but it was done. It was done pumping. So, next step is I'll take this off and put the new oil filter in and then top the oil off. All right, back to the filter. I'm going to replace the O-ring. I actually see there's a little notch on it right here, so I can get my screwdriver under that. Get the O-ring. Slide it off. Now I'm going to actually stick my finger down in the filter there, get some oil. Well, actually I got oil on my fingers. Some oil on the new O-ring. Come on. Slippery. Make sure you get it clear into the top slot. Perfect. And then with the filter, there's no top or bottom. I'm just finishing tightening this down. It's supposed to be 25.5 Newton meters, which isn't very much. It's basically enough to squish the O-ring on top. So done with that. Now I just need to fill it up with new oil, start her up, and make sure she's not leaking. All right, I'm all done, got oil in it. Things I would have done different. I think I would have let it run a little bit longer, put more heat into the oil, made it a little easier to pump out. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I did not have that open when I started pumping. I did open it finally and it vented much easier. And thirdly, if you don't have a torque wrench, you could also use this Sharpie or something and mark the oil filter cap over here so you get it back in the correct position. So I have the water on and I'm going to start the boat and make sure it's running right. Oil pressure, you got good pressure, so it came right up. And that should be a wrap for this video.